Long-nosed king. There was a great religious king. He used to give a lot of trouble to the poor and used to think that I am the most beautiful and richest person in the world. There is no other great king like me. If a man had asked him anything, he would have said that there is no need for you to speak. I don't want to hear anything from you. For this reason all the courtiers were afraid of him and no one had the courage to interfere in the king's affairs. Whether it was right or wrong, the subjects had to accept everything silently. But he also used to respect and honor the rich people and used to say that only the rich people in the world are worthy of friendship, otherwise the poor and miserable are there so that they should be ruled harshly. That king had a girl. Very soft and beautiful. At the same time, she was also intelligent. She understood her father's faults very well but could not speak anything due to fear of her father. Her name was Suverenum. King loved her very much, but he could not tolerate her interference in any work. One day the king said, "Son Savarna, tomorrow is our anniversary. Give such a duty to the servants to prepare delicious food one by one. I want to invite some people for tomorrow." The princess fearfully said, "Then father, I should also invite my friend Miraj, how nice he is." The mercury of the king's anger rose. He said, "No, no, never. I will have a very dense king. Even if he is old. Even if he is very ugly. But I will not invite a handsome and small prince like Miraj. Once the message from his father about you and his marriage was also Maya. Even then I reprimanded him badly. Where is he a minor prince and where are you? Even sitting in the midst of such people, I consider it against my reputation. So I will call such people who are more than me in life and are not even beautiful to look at me. Only the most beautiful and healthy life." Hearing this, the princess was very sad because she had many prince friends who were not very rich, but there were many gentlemen. She could not say anything in front of the king and sat down to write the invitation letter. King said, "First of all, send the invitation to the old Nawab of Sonepur." The princess started saying that she is very blessed and her friend is not even Pachanda. The king said that you have no right to interfere in my words. Send whomever I ask. Now send another letter to the Jagirdar of Nanjiri. The princes sent the invitation against their wishes very sadly. Then the king said that send a letter to Kunwar Singh, he lives in the forest and does not build like me, knows how to make palaces of gold and silver. By pleasing him, I will build palaces of gold and silver for myself. The princess reluctantly sent invitations to everyone. Today the king seemed happy. He called all his servants and ordered them to decorate the palace very beautifully. Praj, very rich men will run here. I will wear the most beautiful and longest crown and sit on the most expensive throne, so that I look the most beautiful. The palace was looking very beautiful. The invited guests have arrived. But even after doing all this, the king was not looking the most handsome. Kunwar Singh was a handsome young man. His brown hair spread down to his shoulders. A thick stick was taken in his hand, on the end of which a golden duck was made. He was sitting on the seat in front of the king. When the food arrived, the king ordered everyone to eat. But Kunwar Singh was not so straightforward. He said loudly, "I want rasgulla." Good food at the place of kings. Various types of food were presented. Each one was delicious, but Kunwar Singh was insisting like a child for rasgullas. If the king wanted, he could have asked for it immediately. But he was also stubborn to the extreme. At the same time, he also forgot that Kunwar Singh is a great magician and can do anything in a moment. The king also got angry and said, "Finish whatever is put in front of you, there is no provision of rasgullas here." In anger, Kunwar Singh moved towards Grakar Raja. Everyone started whispering among themselves in fear. Everyone was afraid of that magician. Kunwar Singh went to the king and pulled his nose and said, "But the greedy king disrespects the guest by inviting him. This is his punishment." As soon as he said this, he became enlightened and everyone started shouting. When Princess Sovereign saw that her father's nose was too big, she fainted due to panic and went on saying whatever she found in her heart. The king called big doctors, but no one's intelligence worked. The king was also very sad and used to accept his fault in his heart. Now he came to know that the head of the proud is lowered like this. No one could fix his nose, and the nose had also grown 6 inches long, which looked very misshapen. Everyone started calling him the king with long nose. Everyone was of the same opinion that if the same magician was found somewhere, then his nose would be cured. I searched for him a lot but I could not find him anywhere. One day Princess Savarna met Niraj. He was very happy to see the princess. But the sadness of the princess could not be hidden. The prince started saying, "Tell me, what should I do for your happiness?" Suvar said, "To fix my father's nose in whatever way possible. If possible, somehow benefit by calling the same Kunwar Singh. He is your friend. Maybe you will agree. Father has left all his old habits and keeps repenting for his actions." Niraj was satisfied to hear that the king had given up his old practices and started considering the poor as human beings. He saw a ray of language shining for him. He reached the forest to find the magician. On searching, his hut was found but it was empty. The magician was nowhere to be found. Nirjan was going back, disappointed that he found an injured parrot lying on the way. Niraj was filled with compassion and picked up the parrot and bandaged it with his handkerchief. When the pain of the parrot became less, then he started saying that I am the parrot of Kunwar Singh magician. Take my life. Have protected. My lord will give proper reward for this. Having said this, the parrot took Prince Niraj to his master. Both the friends were happy together. Kunwar Singh started saying, "Now tell me, what is the condition of your king with a long nose? I feel very sorry for his wickedness." The wicked used to torture both the unhappy people a lot. Then Niraj told him that the king's nature has now become completely opposite to before and now he himself is very sad. Somehow fix his nose. Kunwar Singh started saying that I only wanted to improve his vision. If he has become kinder now, then it is okay. Take this medicine packet and put it on his nose and shake the packet. He will sneeze and his nose will be fine. Prince Niraj went to the palace and did the same. Big shout to the king snatched loudly. He felt as if a strong earthquake had hit him. Stay felt that the walls of my palace have not fallen. Niraj smiled and said, "Maharaj, just turn your hand on your nose and see." The king happily. The reason hugged Niraj and said, "Son, what am I to you?" Niraj. The king was very pleased and said, "Good, so be it." A wave of happiness ran in the city. Now the same king used to listen to the cries of the poor and was like their father. On the occasion of Sparga's marriage, he distributed a lot of money to the poor. Everyone used to thank Kunwar Singh a lot, who had given real wisdom to their king. The one who broke his pride and by whose grace Rajkumar Niraj got the gold.